everybody, it's me, LIVI B, and for this week's video I thought I would review the Naked Heat palette that I got a couple weeks ago. I have not had the chance to try it out because my eyes were acting up, but now that they are all better, I have created this halo eye look with the palette, and it is followed by a review, so if you guys are interested in that, then keep on watching.
There's no one else here around me, sinking my feet in the sand.
So I'm just going to start off by obviously putting on something to protect my black shirt from getting messy. So, of course, me tries to protect myself from getting messy by putting on white, but this is like my makeup robe, so we're just going to roll with that today. And so now we'll move on to the actual eyes. So the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette comes in a box like this, and basically when you slide it out, you get the actual palette on the inside, and just like any other review you've probably seen, it has the matches, which I thought were pretty cool. So when you open up the palette, comes with the mirror and all the shades and a brush. So obviously, what the hell. So I'm going to try my best to create a look with this. So I'm going to start off with priming my eyes with Eden from Urban Decay, their primer potion. This is their nude matte primer potion. This is just a sample version, but I'm definitely going to buy the full size when that runs out. So I'm just applying that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer brush all over my lid. And just blending it out with my finger. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create a halo eye effect. So I'm going to start off by going in with Sauced and Low Blow with my BH Cosmetics fluffy brush, and just create a transition shade. Okay, the matte shades are transferring really nicely and blending really nicely onto my skin, which I am happy about. Then again, it could be brush I'm using, but we'll see when I move on to other brushes. Now I'm going to go into my crease with He Devil from the palette, and I'm going to go in with my Quo pencil brush to begin with. Just create the crease. And I'm going to blend that out with the fluffy-ish pencil side from the brush that came with the palette. I gotta say, I love Urban Decay because they always provide brushes with their palettes, which is so convenient with their price range, because usually like a product will come on its own for like $55 and then it won't come with the brush, and they'll be like, oh, buy our brush for another $55, which I'm not down for. Like, I will go to another site that provides a cheaper brush. It's as simple as that. And then I'm going to take another pencil brush from Quo. It's just a different version, and I'm going to still go back in with He Devil, and I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. This one just gives me a more precise application. And going back in with the fluffy brush from the palette to blend that out. So I'm still in the matte shades, but the matte shades are blending super well, and I'm really liking that. Now that I have finished both eyes, I am going to go into On Fuego from the palette with my BH Cosmetics pencil brush. I have so many pencil brushes. And I'm going to define the crease a little more. Now, one of my friends was wondering if this palette had like the same amount of fallout or less or more fallout than the other Naked palettes. So far, there isn't a lot of fallout, as you can see, like under my eyes, and in the palette there isn't a whole lot of fallout, which is very good in my books. And now I'm going to go into Ashes with, again, the same pencil brush, and I'm just going to deepen out the outer V. Now for the center of the lid, I'm going to go in with Too Faced Glitter Glue, and I'm just going to apply that to the center of my lid with a Quo concealer brush. And I'm just taking the littlest amount and dabbing it on to the center of my eye. And then I'm going to go in just with this flat brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going into Lumbre, which is a nice iridescent orange shade, and I'm going to apply that to the center of my lid where I put the glue. Okay. Now this is where I think my point of criticism is going to come through. So the shimmer shade is not really transferring onto my eyelid as well as I would like it to, unfortunately. I mean, it's going on, but it's taking a lot of work and I'm having to really dig into the shimmers in the palette, which I'm not entirely impressed with, but it is very iridescent, I guess. I'm probably going to go in with a lighter highlight shade afterwards to brighten it up a little bit because right now it's looking quite dark. So I just went ahead and applied my Nars highlight in Albatross. It's a white highlight with gold undertones, so I just applied it over top of Lumbre to brighten it up a little bit. And now I'm just going to do my lower lash line. So once again, I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics pencil brush and I'm going to go into He Devil and smoke out the inner corner and the outer corner of my eyes. And then I'm going to go into Lumbre, which was the shade I used on the middle of my top lid, and go in the center of those two colors. And then I'm going to lightly dip into Nars Albatross once again to go over Lumbre. So choosing a halo eye with this palette probably wasn't the smartest idea on my part, but I made it work and I'm going to go finish off the rest of my eyes and I'll be right back. So yeah, I just finished off the look by adding some winged eyeliner and obviously some highlight and lipstick. And this is the completed look. Anyways, overall, I think this palette is really amazing. It's super pigmented. I heard some people say that this palette was not pigmented, but I found it extremely pigmented and I really enjoyed the brush it came with. As I said earlier, my one critique would be the shimmer shades are not extremely pigmented and they are very hard to apply to the eyes, which would be my only criticism for the whole palette. Again, it is very red toned, so I don't know if it was the best idea to release this palette at the beginning of summer, because usually when it's summer people want to go with lighter shades, and to me this palette kind of gives me an autumn vibe, so I'm not entirely sure why they would release it at the beginning of summer as opposed to maybe September or November. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are not already. I make new videos every Sunday, and again, if you guys have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments or comment on any of my Instagram pictures with the hashtag Beauty by Butler or Coffee on the Couch with Livy, and I'll be sure to answer them in my monthly Q&A. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.